They chant against Bashar al-Assad, the Syrian president who has survived an 8-year rebellion against his rule. The opposition has been all but defeated. All they have left is their voices. No constitution, no reconstruction until Assad leaves power. That is their demand. It's a message Syrians in villages and towns across the rebel-controlled province of Idlib are sending to the international community.
We are afraid this new constitution will not be any different, and it won't be in the favor of the opposition. We are concerned because some countries are now moving closer to the regime.
For weeks, there were fears of a major assault against the province. Today, there is a sense of relief, following a deal between Russia and Turkey that will, at least for the time being, prevent bombing and displacement. Russia and Iran gave priority to ties with Turkey over regaining control of Idlib. Turkey had warned a government offensive in the province would be a breaking point in their alliance. But it wasn't just that. A bloodbath would hurt Russia's efforts to convince the international community to pay for Syria's reconstruction and support a political process that legitimizes Assad's government. But the United Nations says there is still potential for a lot of fighting in civilian-populated areas. Turkey and Russia didn't say how they plan to implement a demilitarized zone free of so-called radical rebels. But Jan Egeland's humanitarian task force was given some details. It seems Turkey-backed rebels could play a role on the ground.
What I understand is that the so-called war on terror is not called off. On the contrary, there will be in the future air raids against the listed organizations. There will also be fighting between armed groups, armed actors, and the so-called terrorists, the so-called radicals. There is and will be many civilians in these areas.
3 million Syrians live in Idlib, half of them already displaced from cities and towns under state control. For them, reconciling with a government that has killed so many people is not an option. They hope the international community feels the same. For now, the West has shown resistance to work with Assad, but many fear a political transition away from the Syrian leader is no longer a priority for them. Zeina, Khodr, Al Jazeera, Beirut.